My name is Jack and I'm a passionate angler, and in this series of films I'm trying to catch 100 different species of fish in Britain. In this week's video I'm at my childhood stomping ground of Fairham Brook looking for winter silvers. Now normally I like to present the beginning of these films, but being the numpty that I am, I forgot to put batteries in the mic, so I'm doing voiceover for this episode. I picked a swim with a bit of deep water, as much of the river is fairly shallow. The bottom is pretty rocky, so fish tend to shoal up nicely. Fairham Brook is a river in Nottinghamshire that flows into the River Trent. It doesn't have large fish especially, and few people fish it regularly, but I have a soft spot for it, being the place I caught my first fish and honed my skills on its banks. Tactics are pretty simple, using maggots for bait with a stick float which I'll trot down the centre to see what's biting. During the winter, it's a venue I normally can winkle out a fish or two, and it didn't take long to get a bite, my first fish, a bleak. This is one of my targets for today, so let's find out a bit more about them. Typically, bleak are small fish with an elongated and slender body. They usually grow to the length of around 10 to 15 centimetres, and they have a silvery coloration and their scales are easily visible. Bleak are omnivores, and their diet includes small invertebrates, algae and other organic matter. They're known to feed near the water's surface and are particularly active during the daytime. They prefer slow-moving canals and rivers, with small hooks being needed to catch them, but generally not a hard fish to catch. Can form dense shoals in some areas. Part of the reason I enjoy fishing down here so much is the bird life. There's nearly always a robin knocking about for any spare maggots. I watched a group of long-tailed tits pass by, flitting between the trees. In recent years, I've started to see more little egrets, something I'd have never seen down here as a child. And I'm fairly lucky to see kingfishers here pretty often too. The brook, however, has a darker side to it, in the form of pollution readily being dumped into it. Decades of decay on the pipes and sewage system have meant all kinds of wastewater is let loose into this lovely stream, which breaks my heart on a venue I've grown up on. Despite this, there are fish to be had. My favourite method is trotting. There's a simple pleasure in watching a float trundle downstream. Before long I was into another fish, a dace. These fish are good feeders in colder months, and although not getting very big, are great sport on light tackle. Let's find out a little bit more about the dace. Dace are native to rivers and streams across Europe. They prefer clean, flowing waters and are often found in moderate to fast-flowing streams. Typically small to medium-sized fish, they can reach lengths up to 25 centimetres, and anything near a pound is an absolute specimen. They have a streamlined body with a silvery coloration. These fish prefer well-oxygenated waters, and they are commonly found in riffles and runs within streams. Being omnivorous, they'll feed on a variety of food items, including aquatic insects, small invertebrates and plant material. They are known to actively forage for food in the substrate of the stream bed. They also spawn early for a cyprinid around February over gravel. While I was tempted to add roach to today's video, I think they deserve a film all of their own. It was great to revisit this old haunt. Some parts of the brook you can nearly jump across, so it's proper tiny stream fishing. I hope you enjoyed this vid, and I'll catch you in the next one. Do check out some of the previous species hunt vids on the channel, there's a fair few out now. Cheers. Thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, liking the video and subscribing to the channel really helps me out. But you can also donate to my buymeacoffee.com link, and all the money from that goes back into making new films for the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. You can check out some other videos in the links here. Also check out my website and social media, as well as the podcast that I host, the Bearded Tits Podcast. Cheers.